Hello, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Welcome. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself from games I've never played or heard about. There's many. It's basically a show where people around the world show me their favorite video game songs. Today I'm going to be doing a platinum Patreon support for Justin. This is a new game on the series, always fun. Loop Hero. Song is called Lich is Unbreakable or Lich is Unbreakable. Never heard of this game, but I did look it up a little bit. I don't always do this. Sometimes I do, just kind of random. And I noticed that it was made last year, 2021, and it was composed by Alexander Blinch Gorslevets, who apparently also wrote and designed some of the game as well. So this might be his baby. Either way, I'm excited. Lich or Lich is Unbreakable. Loop Hero. Let's go. I already like it. We have traveled back into the realm of 1991. Actually, hold on, this is sick. It took me a minute to realize what's going on here. Alright, done writing. This has to be a side scroller. When I hear music like this, beep, beep. Halftime. A chiptune in 2021. This person also wrote some of the game and designed some of the game while they wrote this. I have high hopes for that game. Oh, that sounded like a blaster from that era. Oh, we got two melodies going on right here. Back down. No. Back up. Down again. Back to the beginning. Simple chord progression. But it's just all the layers of... There's a lot of melodies going on. Okay. Well. That caught me off guard. Okay, I was in the middle of writing. That was super cool. It kind of went by too fast. It was like I was writing so much, but I was still enjoying the song. There were so many melodies in that. I felt like there was times where I felt like nothing repeated, and I just kept adding and adding and adding. Of course, if I hear it again or a third time, I would start to recognize some parts, but I just recognized that the chord progression kept like descending over and over, but there was just a lot of noises and just constant melodies, which is really cool. So this was interesting because it has like that 8-bit era sound, right? The Nintendo, maybe even Super Nintendo. And even though I didn't own a Nintendo, I mean, everyone's familiar with that sound. But what was cool about this one is that it mixed that sound, which was really well done, by the way. Like, you could have fooled me that sounded like it was from that era, but the percussion was modernized. At the moment of me filming this video, I can't remember at the top of my head if I've heard that before. I feel like I might have. I'm not saying this is like, I've never heard this before, but maybe I haven't. I don't know. It seems like it's been done, but who knows? Or maybe I'm just like, wait, no one's done this before? So I'm kind of in this like thought process of elimination of, did I actually hear that thing? But it was really cool because it's just, you don't hear the and the snowy drum loops from back in the day. Now we hear like an actual drum pattern, and that was interesting. It was it was kind of a trip because it was like old school meets new school, and you're just kind of like stuck in between. The whole time I just kept thinking like Nintendo. I kept thinking of like songs I've heard while watching like the Angry Video Game Nerd. Shout out to him. I've been sub to that dude for like 10 years. So I'm familiar with that, those buzzings, those beeps, and all that. But I mean, the only Nintendo that I ever played was, I had a Game Boy Color. I still have that somewhere, actually. It's the limited edition Pokemon Yellow one. I love that game. And I'm very familiar with that soundtrack. But it reminded me kind of, just because, I guess, not the same era, but at least the sound chip, or whatever it was they used. It reminded me of Lavender Town. It had that kind of spooky, kind of weird, I don't want to hang around here too long, except in Lavender Town, I don't think there's percussion. I don't remember, dude. That was like 1998. So, yeah, I don't know. This was, the whole time I was thinking, I'm like, I'm getting some Guilty Gear vibes, and not what you're thinking. Not like, obviously, when you think Guilty Gear, you think of, thrash metal, and I'm thinking more of the composer being so part of the project, right? In Guilty Gear, you have Daisuke, who's the composer, and like he does everything basically. And then here, we have Alexander Blinch Gorslovets, who's, I don't know if this is like their game per se, but they're a huge part of it. And I don't know, something tells me, just based on this little art style and the way that song was, that this is like a passion project, and this game is probably actually really cool. Of course, I have no idea. I can't judge that. I didn't see the gameplay. I could probably play like horribly, who knows. But I just don't get that vibe, I just don't. I feel like they put a lot of attention to detail here, and that was awesome. That was cool. I still can't think of anything that's sounded like that before. The only thing I can possibly think of is maybe like a YouTube mix, because that's common. But those are mixes and like covers and stuff. I'm talking like original music that's 8-bit sound with modern percussion. This might be the first. I'm gonna have to think about that. Anywho, that was really cool. Took me back, but also made me feel like I'm in present day. Weird. If you want to make a request to me, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either is okay, just not necessary. But you do have to wait in a humongous list. Unfortunately, I am just one person. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum Trophy tier on Patreon, which Justin here is a part of. Big shout out to him and to Kevin, Thomas, Moon Knight, Jester, and your average metalhead for being Platinum supporters as well. Thanks to everyone you see here, and thanks to you for watching me and having me be part of your day. I appreciate it a lot. Until next time, dudes, take care of yourselves, and dudettes, my name is Jesse. Take it easy.